What's going on, guys? This is Trice here with SportStop.com, and today we are taking a detailed look at the Warrior EVO Warp S lacrosse heads. But before I break down the nitty-gritty on these guys, I actually want to show you the box they come in because Warrior spent some time on it, and it's pretty stinking cool. So let's go ahead and check that out and get right back on these. Alright guys, so this is the box that the EVO Warp comes in. They all look similar. The only big difference on the outside of the box is the sticker in the corner. It's going to tell you whether or not it is a soft or hard mesh, mid, high, or low pocket. But the outside of the box is actually pretty cool. It has an embossed texture which actually resembles the mesh in the head, as well as this pretty snazzy little printing of the Warp and Warrior logo. Then on the inside, magnetic closures. That's a nice touch. But magnetic closures, open it up. I removed the head obviously, but you've got a plastic tray on the inside. They also give you an instruction booklet on how to attach the head to the shaft, and then another little postcard here that tells you that if you want to make it an even more secure connection on top of the lock throat that they've already implemented, you can add a small additional screw on the back side of the head. There's an indentation right there for you. But to get to that material, you pick the tray up, and it's on the underside right here. All the lock throat materials are in here, along with that small additional screw. There you go. And in the booklet, like I said, they break down how to attach the head to the shaft, but I also have a video for that. You can check that out as well. But that is the box to the EVO Warp. Alright guys, so right here I have the Warrior EVO Warp S lacrosse head grouping. As you can see, I have 3 heads here, and that's because it does come in 3 different pocket availabilities. You have a low pocket, a mid pocket, and a high pocket. And the S for the Warrior EVO Warp S stands for a semi-soft, because the construction of the pocket itself, the material that they're using, is a blend between Kevlar and polypropylene and polyethylene to mimic that semi-soft feel. It also provides you with a longer channel for a nice smooth release. But to get down into the details, I will show you the weight. They're all actually very strikingly similar. So if you take a look right over here, I'll show you the high, the mid, and the low, all on the scale. And they're very, very close. And that's because of the construction of the head between the 3 mesh patterns is all very strikingly similar. So as you can see, just looking at it, you have the pocket piece and the Kevlar band and the head. It's all one piece. And that Warp technology is actually the first fully engineered one-piece head and pocket combination, which is really cool because you don't need to worry about stringing or adjusting your shooters or your pocket or break-in periods. It's simply attach the shaft via the lock throat and or this additional screw on the backside, and you go to town. You're ready for playing. But to get into the visual details of it, as I bring it in close, you'll notice it has this really sweet logo right there, and it has this kind of hexagonal pattern all the way around it. Here's the lock throat. Again, I'm not going to get too far into the lock throat itself. I have a separate additional video on how to assemble the lock throat mechanism into the shaft so you can connect the head to the shaft. And then I'll push this out. Again, the one I have in my hand is the low pocket. You'll notice this one large hole here. But as we move around aesthetically, you'll notice the huge Made in the USA sign right there on the head. They use sim rail on the sidewalls, and that's going to give you a maximum amount of stiffness while helping to reduce the weight of the head. Big Warrior logo across the top of the sidewall here. And that hexagonal pattern, like I said, is all the way around the head. And you'll notice too, like this little piece here or here, the Kevlar peeking through the plastic. Warrior says that this is normal and completely commonplace, and in fact it's just a way for them to show you the superior bond between the pocket piece and the head itself. It's not going anywhere. These are one-piece products, and it's really cool. It also, the Warp Tech, it creates a more consistent an accurate release with every pass and shot, and it's cool because each pocket design, be it the low, the mid, or the high, is going to provide you with a better hold and feel than your standard mesh stringing job. And then on top of that, the pocket is made out of the most lightweight textile material that they could find, which happens to be polypropylene. Now, like I said, this S version is a blend between polypropylene and polyethylene to mimic that semi-soft feel. You can't, of course, via YouTube, you're not going to be able to feel the mesh, but it is very soft in your hand. Very smooth release. Really nice. And on top of that, those two blends are going to provide you with the durability needed for the pocket to last you through the season while still maintaining polypropylene's high water wicking capabilities and weather resistance. It's a fantastic material. And again, that Kevlar is the same stuff they build bulletproof vests out of, so that's going to stand the test of time pretty much. Guys, aesthetically, they're really cool looking. EVO Warp down the other side of the sidewall here. Again, made in the USA, that's huge. And I'm not going to touch too much on a lock throat because I have a separate video for that. And then to break down the pockets for you, so this is the low pocket. I'll just focus that for you there. So the low pocket's going to have one large hole here, and you'll see the holes kind of radiate out from that. And it has a longer channel here with your one, I'll call this a shooting string or shooting band, if you will. Very smooth release. Then the mid pocket here, you'll see that the hole has been shifted forward from around this area to here. And again, those larger holes radiate out. Long channel here, and again, that single shooting band or shooting string, if you will. Again, you can't feel it, but it is a very smooth texture to the mesh itself. And then that high pocket where they've moved it really high up, you can see right there. And again, it's just incredible how smooth this is. But it's going to give you some snap right there because it's going to, just like you would expect from a high pocket. But yeah, very, very similar in weight and in construction. But guys, that is the EVO Warp S Lacrosse head family. Alright guys, so I hope you liked the overview on the Warrior EVO Warp S lacrosse heads. If you did, you can show me by clicking that thumbs up button. Or even better, click that subscribe button right below me on this side. It's going to notify you when I put some fresh content up. I also have a link right over here to take you straight to SportStop.com. Or you can choose one of these two videos for the Warrior EVO Warp H, or the comparison between the H and the S. It's pretty cool. Go ahead and check one of those out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.